This is a video tutorial of scientific notation. What is a scientific notation? Actually, scientific notation is a simple way of writing a very large or very small numbers. For example, re na le 1 million, re ka kgona go e reduce yaba in this way. Even this number, re ka engwala yaba in this way. So, re tlo convert ordinary notation into a scientific notation, and then convert a scientific notation into ordinary notation. This question area, write the following numbers in ordinary notation. But let's understand already what is a scientific notation and then what is ordinary notation. These numbers here in a scientific notation. A number is in a scientific notation. A decimal point is in front of a non-zero number. As you can see, 5.4. This decimal e mo pele ga a non-zero number. A non-zero number ke any number is not zero. Ge o ka ba le something like this one, 0.00, something like this one, this number is not a scientific notation because this decimal point is in front of a zero number. E mo pele ga zero, so it cannot be a scientific notation. But ge o ka lebelela these numbers kaofela, o ka kgona bona gore a decimal point is in front of a non-zero because these numbers ga se di zero. Even this one kaofela o kgona bona gore di in a scientific notation because di in front of a non-zero. So e ra gore these numbers kaofela di in a scientific notation. Therefore re tlo di tšea di ša in ordinary notation. Ordinary notation no ba di number tše ge di in expanded form, ge re di expanda. So a re lebelele gore convert bjang scientific notation into ordinary notation. 5.4 times 10 to the power 3. Re convert this number in ordinary notation. O tlo thoma pele ngwala 5.4. O ska ngwala times 10 to the power 3 because ke yone e tlo directa go gore o dira bjang. O tlo focusa on this exponent. So re tlo tšea this decimal point, re move 3 units to the right because re na le exponent ya 3. Re tlo re 1, 2, 3, and then ra itlogela mo decimal point ya rena. And then ra re mo ra ngwala 0 and 0. Therefore ra re tlo ba le 5, 4, 0, 0 because this decimal ga e sa le gona re šitše ka mo mafelelong. So this decimal ra re mo now. And then it's not important gore o ngwale this decimal ka mo mafelelong. So e ra gore o ka no tlogela your answer in this way, and then ya ba your answer. A re lebelele part B. Part B ke 2.6 times 10 to the power 4. Re tlo ngwala 2.6 fela, and then because exponent ya rena ke 4, this means re tlo move 4 units to the right. Re tlo re 1, 2, 3, 4, and then mo ra re ngwala di 0 ra ba le 1, 2, 3 zeros. This means now our answer ke 2, 6, 1, 2, 3 zeros, and then decimal point ka mafelelong, but there is no need to re ngwale ka mafelelong. So this means this is our answer for part B. And then part C area 2.75 times 10 to the power 5. re tlo dira the same thing. Re tlo move this decimal point 5 units to the right. 1 2 3 4 5, and then ra ngwala 0 tša rena. This means re na le 2 7 5 1 2 3, and then this is our answer. O ka kgona bona gore these numbers kaofela di in ordinary notation because re di expandile. Now a re lebelele part D. Part D re na le 2.4 times 10 to the power negative 2. Re tlo ngwala 2.4, but now lemoga something, exponent ya rena ke negative. Ge re tšea scientific notation re iša in ordinary notation, ge lo re exponent ya rena ke positive, re move to the right, and then ge lo re exponent ya rena ke negative, e ra gore tlo move decimal point ya rena to the left. Because is 2, re tlo move 2 units to the left, re tlo re 1 2, and then ra beya decimal point ya rena here, and then moraba le 0. This means re na le 0.024. So this is our answer, but o ka ngwala in this way, wa beya 0 ka mathomong, because any number ge thoma ka point e ra gore ka mo mathomong go na le 0. La go ka tšea calculator wa pressa 0.5, wa no pressa 0.5 fela, e tlo go fa gore answer ya gago ke 0.5. So you can try it. Press 0.5 on your calculator, and then you press equal sign, e tlo go fa 0.5. So o tlo no add 0 ka mafelelong, la go se add, it's correct. Then this is our answer for part D. A re lebelele part C. And then because decimal point ya rena ke negative, e re tlo move 4 units to the left. 1 2 3 4, then decimal point ya rena moke, and then re tlo add the 0. 1 2 3. This means re tlo ba le 0.0002335. So o ka no add 0 ka mathomo ya ba 0 in this way, and then this is our answer for part C. A re lebele part D. Re tlo dira the same thing. Because exponent ya rena ke negative, so re tlo move 6 units to the left. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then ra add the 0. And this means re na le 0.0003756, and then o ka no beya 0 ka mathomo, and then this is our answer for part D. The key thing o tshwanetse re bone re o na le a scientific number. Remember, a scientific number e tseba ka gore a decimal point e pele ga a non-zero number, e pele ga nomoro e le gore ga se 0, and then from there wa lebelela gore exponent ya gago is positive or negative. Ge e le gore is positive, and then o tlo move a decimal point ya gago to the right, and then ge e le gore is negative, o tlo move a decimal point ya gago to the left. and then more to convert ordinary notation into a scientific notation. Remember a scientific notation a decimal point is in front of the first non-zero number. O ka lebelela mo re na le 0.0024. This decimal point e pele ga 0. Re nyaka gore a decimal point e be in front of a non-zero number. So era gore these numbers ga di in a scientific notation. And then ga o ka lebelela mo re na le 5680, o ka ipotšiša gore where is a decimal point? Remember previously krile ge decimal point e le ka mafelelong, there is no need ya re e bontše. So era gore na re a tseba gore mo re na le a decimal point, even here na le a decimal point. So re tlo tšea 5680 ra iša in a scientific notation. Ge o ka lebelela A, B and C, D. A, B is a big number, and then C, D is a very small number. A big number mo re tlo e tseba ka gore e feta 1, and then a small number re tlo e tseba ka gore less than 1. 5680 of course is greater than 1, but this one is less than 1 because e thoma ka 0. Of course 0 le 1 e kgolo ke 1. So a re tšee 5680 re share in a scientific notation. Re a tseba gore decimal point ya rena is here. Re tlo tšea this decimal point ra iša to the left ya ba in front of the first non-zero number. Re tlo e tšea ra iša mo, ra e beya mo, and then ra stopa mo. Re nyaka gore e be in front of the first non-zero number. Kwa kgona bona 5 is not 0. This means re tlo ba le 5.680, and then re tlo add times 10 to the power 3. This is because re movile this decimal point 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So re add 3, and then re add positive because this number is a very large number. But for this one, re tlo add exponent and negative because it's a very small number. So this is our answer for part A. Re lebelele part B. 32500. Re a tseba re na le a decimal point here. Re tlo tšea this decimal point ra iša to the left ra mo ile gore e oba in front of the first non-zero number. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then re tlo ba le 3.2500, and then because re movile 4 times era re tlo re times 10 to the power 4, and then this is our answer. A re lebelele part C. Part C re na le 0.024. Re na le a very small number. Era re tlo expect gore be le exponent ya negative, but re tseba gore the key thing re tlo nyaka gore decimal point ya rena e be in front of the first non-zero number. Re tlo tšea this decimal ra ya there, and then ra ema moki because now is in front of the first non-zero number. 2 is not 0, so re nyaka re e be more in front of the first non-zero number. Therefore re tlo ba le 0.02.4, and then re tlo re times 10. Removile how many times? 1, 2, but there will be a negative because this is a very small number. And then this is our answer. In this way, or 2.4 times 10 to the power negative 2 was 0. Remember already 2 in this way, so it's the same thing. Anyway, our level part D. Part D really 0.00081. We'll do the same thing. We'll share this decimal point right in front of the first non-zero number. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll stop them. This means we'll value 0, 0, 0, 0, 8.1 times 10. Remove how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then rabali times 10 to the power negative 4. And then we can in this way, or 8.1 times 10 to the power negative 4. So this is our answer. And the key thing, remove from ordinary notation into a scientific notation. O level only a big number or a small number. A big number is 1, and then a small number is less than 1. As you can see, 0.024 is 1. And then what's a big number, exponent it will be positive. And then a small number, our exponent it will be negative. And what about these numbers? These numbers in scientific or in ordinary? What can you say? At level this one, 12.409 times 10 to the power negative 6. This number is not in scientific notation. This is why. For a scientific notation, a decimal point even in front of the first non-zero number. This means 1.2409 times 10. Retire this decimal. Remove 1 unit to the left because even in front of the first non-zero number. And therefore, because remove once, more probably negative 6 plus 1. Remove to the left, re-add. Remove 2 times plus 2. So this is our answer. 1.2409 times 10 to the power negative 5. Negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5. So this is our answer. Be careful. You attempt to go exam and then we are confused. This number is in scientific notation because one this. So be careful. And then what about this one? Even this one, a decimal point is not in front of the first non-zero number. 0 and then more about a decimal. This decimal right here, even in front of the first non-zero number. This means globally and then because removile era more globally -4 -1. Here to the right, minus, and then here to the left, plus. As you can see, mugijera decimal kaisha to the left, ka plus ka 1, and then mo ke tšea decimal ke to the right ke bea -1. So this means re tlo ba le 2.940 times 10 to the -5. -4 minus 1 ke -5, and then this is our answer. So be careful on these kind of things. I hope now it's about how to write ordinary number into a scientific notation. Remember, ordinary number sometimes maybe a standard. Don't be confused in your exam by write scientific notation into a standard notation, and then we're not confused. So ordinary and standard is the same thing. And that's it for this tutorial.